Welcome to this week's weekly reading. Your weekly readings are with Enchantment. Welcome. If you are new, make sure that you like the video and also make sure that you subscribe to the channel to receive notifications whenever it is that I upload a brand new weekly reading video. For those of you who have already been listening to them since around about the beginning of this particular year of 2020, welcome back again. I hope that these readings have been useful and insightful for you at the same time as well. Now, this particular week, and your weekly reading is for the week the 24th to the 29th of February 2020. Let's get started with this week's reading. Now, in this particular week, I have decided to use two oracle card decks. One of them is the Wisdom of the Oracle, and the other one is the Enchanted map cards. Both of these decks of cards are by the same person, which is Colette Baron-Reid. Let's face it, Colette Baron-Reid is one of the leaders right now where it is that cards are concerned, and new decks of cards coming out. Apparently, I heard via the grapevine, there's a brand new deck of cards coming out in August of this year, but I'll let you know if any of that changes, or what they will be and all of that stuff. I will let all of you know. But what is important for right now is this week's reading, which is for Monday the 24th of February 2020, going all the way till the 29th, which is Saturday. Now, the weekly readings work in a way whereas in you look at the cards face down. They are numbered 1 to 6, and then what it is that you do intuitively, you just pick your particular card. So let's get started with doing that and having a look at what it is that those cards are. As always, I want you to intuitively choose and pick one particular card out of these. Why am I asking you to do that? Well, this particular card that it is that you're going to be picking is going to have important significance with regards to this particular week. Obviously, all cards, or the cards numbered 1 to 6, represent the days of the week. So number 1 will be Monday, Tuesday, etc. There will be a little bit added extra with regards to the card that it is that you pick intuitively. It will show you what it is that you need to pay careful attention to, especially focusing on that. That is going to be relevant in a sense of you really needing to focus on that particular part, because it will give you the most amount of significance and importance. And if that particular situation is, for example, if your card is talking all about, making sure that you're thinking positively and making sure that you balance the negative thoughts that it is that you have, that means for that entire week, that is relevant and that is important. Hope that you chose your card. Make sure that you put your choice of your card in the comment section, just so that we can get the conversation started, and it would just be really interesting to find out whether we all pick the same numbers or whether we pick different numbers of being of importance for that particular week. So let's continue with these readings. Remember, this is your weekly reading for the week the 24th to the 29th of February 2020. My name is Enchantment and I am going to be doing your weekly reading. So coming up next, we are going to reveal what card number 1 is and what Monday the 24th of February has got in store for all of us. So let's have a look. Card number 1 is called Happy Happy. This card also represents Monday the 24th of February. Now this card indicates that the energy at the very beginning of the week is all about needing to think about what it is that is going to be creating the energy of happiness within our lives. What are the things that it is that we can do in order to be able to start this particular week off on a very high note, on a very positive note? We should be thinking about the things that it is that bring us joy, doing those things, thinking about whether our jobs is something that it is that we really enjoy. Do we look forward to going into work to start that particular week? If we are running a business, we're pretty much needing to ask ourselves the same question. Does this still bring me happiness? Does this still bring me contentment? It is important to start off the week on a very positive note. Let's have a look at tomorrow and Tuesday. Card number 2 is the card called Breathe. This card also represents Tuesday for the main weeks of the reading. If you pick this particular card in the very beginning intuitively, then make sure that you're paying special attention to the meaning of this particular card. Now the card Breathe in itself is really giving an indication that on Tuesday you really should be thinking about taking a deep breath, taking a moment, making sure that you're not reacting irrationally, especially in and around relationships. And these relationships can also be with colleagues as well. It's all about really finding your zen, finding your inner peace energy for that particular day. It is also a card that reminds you how important it is for you to take time for yourself, to allow yourself to be able to have a little bit of breathing space within your life as well. Obviously, there is a lot of intense energy in this particular week by the look of the cards that it is that have been coming out. So I think it is really important for all of us on a general level to really heed to the warnings within this particular week's reading, in a sense of whenever it is that you're needing to take a little bit of an objective step backwards and take a moment and just breathe for 10 seconds before you open your mouth and say something. We really should be paying attention to this particular card and this particular day. Now let's get on to the next day. You are watching the weekly readings with Enchantment. This particular week that it is that you're currently watching is for the 24th to the 29th of February 2020. I hope that you have been enjoying the weekly readings so far and that you have been following them. If you haven't, make sure that you click the subscribe button right now. Also make sure that you click the bell as well, because that way you will get notifications the next time that it is that I upload a brand new video. Remember that these weekly readings videos get uploaded on a Sunday, so it's ready for you to view on the Monday. Hope that you enjoyed this week. Let's continue with the readings for this week. This card is card number 3 and represents Wednesday. This card is called Orphaned. When I look at this particular card, the one thing that it is that I feel very strongly is that you might be feeling a little bit alone, isolated, not really knowing where it is that you're going. So you may possibly also be feeling some confusion as to why certain things are happening in your life right now. I would say Wednesday is going to be a very deep day where we're really going to be digging deep into what it is that we should be doing, wanting to shrug off this energy and getting back to the beginning of the week where we were feeling happy and optimistic, and when it is that we were focused on where it is that we were going. So make sure that if you're feeling like this on Wednesday, that you take a step back, that you take a pause moment, that you allow yourself to be able to re-engage and refine the positive energy to push you forward into the continuance of this week. Coming up next, we've got card number 4, representing Thursday. Here are the remaining cards revealed. 4 representing Thursday, 5 representing Friday and number 6 representing Saturday. Let's have a look at card number 4 and see what it is that Thursday is all about. This is card number 4, and it is a card called Details, which basically means that Thursday is going to be important, that it is that we need to pay close attention to details. So if we've got projects or important documents that it is that we're working with, we really do need to pay attention to make sure that we've got everything right and that we're very clear about what it is that we want to do for the rest of the week. This is card number 5 representing Friday. It is a card called Making a Choice. So you know that Friday is all going to be about making decisions and needing to make sure that the decisions that it is that you're making are going to be putting you onto the right path. These decisions, I feel, will be very strong in or around relationships as well as the work/business area. Let's reveal the last card for this week. Card number 6, and representing Saturday, is a card that is called Coming Apart. Now, when you first look at this card, you might possibly feel that things are going to be falling apart. No, it is actually an indication to you to make sure that it is that you've got the strength in order for things to continue to be moving forward. What's coming apart is the negativity, the uncertainty, and the confusion that it is that you've been feeling. I hope that you enjoyed this week's reading. This week has been the 24th to the 25th of February 2020. This has been your free weekly reading with Enchantment Spiritual Advisor. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button to make sure that you do not miss any of the opportunities of getting your weekly readings. I hope that you have a great week, and I will see you and speak to you again next week to give you insight into the week ahead. Make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you like the video, and make sure that you switch on that notification bell. For me, blessings and lots of positivity for the week ahead from Enchantment Spiritual Advisor.